And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of My Favorite Restaurant. This is Earle Farrell, and we're going to be taking you to a couple of great Memphis restaurants. One that started back in 1956, if you can believe that, in West Memphis, Arkansas, Panchos. And we're going to go live to West Memphis right now with the general manager, Michael Wallace. Good afternoon, Michael.
Hey Earl, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Really appreciate you taking time out for this. I know this is a busy time of day for you guys, and
We're,
it's
you doing what you're doing for us.
well. And we also want to say thank you very much to Southern Security Federal Credit Union. They're our sponsor for this. And when we went to a number of people, and we're still talking to some more, and said restaurants in this whole area all over the country need as much help as we can possibly give them. And part of that is just keeping them top of mind and letting people know they're still in business, what precautions they're taking, how good the food is. I mean, it's been, for some people, they haven't been out of the house since April, and they forget about places. And the folks over at Southern Security put you guys on the list. You're one of their good customers. They said, let's go to Panchos. And so that's why we're here today. And we're going to put you in a double box with me, and let's see if that works. Boom, there we are. And tell us a little bit just about how you got into the business and how long have you been with Panchos?
Well, I've been here for a few months now, but Pancho's has kind of been in my family for a few years now. My father's him. He's the president of Pancho's. He's developed the white cheese dip, the chipotle dip.
Yeah.
He's pretty much the guy to go to when it comes to Pancho's. He's pretty much the Pancho man.
Well, when I first started doing My Favorite Restaurant on Channel 10, probably 10, 12 years ago, maybe even longer than that, we went to the commissary, met your dad, took a whole tour of that, and showed how all that stuff was made. And I understand you guys have expanded it since then.
Oh man, from the commissary perspective of it, business, we couldn't be any more blessed for what the man above is doing for us. As a whole, of being able to keep the restaurants afloat throughout these difficult times and able to keep jobs.
Well, in fact, you guys have actually took the opportunity to redecorate Panchos in West Memphis, which really hadn't been changed at all since it opened. This is actually your location is the second one, the original one, which I think is a great story. It started out with a dirt floor and had a tree growing up in the middle of it because the guy that created it, Mr. Berger, loved Mexico and loved the authenticity of everything. He wanted the recipes to be the same, wanted the look to be the same. And a Mack truck took that one out, and that's how this one got built. But the old one would have never passed health department inspection today, I'm afraid.
Now, there's still, a lot of loyal customers that still come in here a lot and still reminisce of the tree in the restaurant. So, that's been kind of a staple of the restaurant that people tend to reminisce on.
Well, you want to give us a look while we're talking?
Yeah.
He's going to reverse his camera.
This right here's our so-called Broadway area that we call. It's pretty spacious. We're trying to get these floors redone too. This is probably the last process or part of our process of the redoing.
Uh-huh.
And give me 1 second to put my mask on.
He has to get back out on the floor. We were at the very back of the restaurant. And as everybody knows, the rules are you've got to cover up if you're around anybody. And there's some customers up ahead, I can see. Can you tilt up just a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go. Much better.
This is our dining room. Walking in here, we just got these floors redone. We brightened it up a lot.
Oh yeah,
more.
it really did. And
Kind of getting ready for Christmas holidays.
Michael, go a little bit slower because we're seeing it, but we want to be able to kind of focus in on it and tilt up just a hair. There you go. Great.
Is that better for you?
Oh, much better.
Yeah. This area is, it's very bright, very charming to come into. That's our Santa Claus, our Pancho Santa Claus right there.
Ready for Christmas.
Yes, sir. We're trying to just get in the spirit of things around here.
They say that people are getting ready for Christmas earlier than they ever have before because Christmas is such a comforting time for everybody. They want to get to that as soon as possible. It looks just great. I mean, it really does.
And this is the first place I ever worked where employees had their own personal stockings. I think
that does say something.
Cool. But this is our front entrance right here.
Right.
All new wood floors in here.
Oh, wow. Oh, those are beautiful.
And then this is our bar area right here.
Of course, they can't sit at the bar, and I notice you have no chairs at the bar, because that's one of the rules, too.
Yes, sir.
And
but, that's only a timing thing, and hopefully that time comes to an end pretty quickly, sooner than later. And I would love for y'all to see, this little decoration we have going, if people like to come in and take a picture with it.
Oh, well, that's a great background for getting a Christmas photo taken.
Yeah, just a little picture of it like that.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, and I would love for y'all to see our banquet room. I honestly believe that our banquet room that we have here at Panchos in West Memphis is probably one of the best banquet rooms all around Memphis. And I know that sounds maybe being a little biased, but, this is our path to our restrooms. And let me take y'all to this gorgeous banquet room that I would love for y'all to see.
Well, now, and you can still do that. Only thing is, what's the deal in West Memphis or in Arkansas? How many people to a party there?
Well, right now we're just doing 8 people.
Okay.
To a party, but like I said, there for a second, our restrictions kind of loosened up a little bit, and we're able to do, 15 to 20 people, but we had to, spread it out.
Sure, yeah. Well, that's huge, though.
Yeah, our banquet room is pretty huge. I think it's just with the flooring and,
Yeah, it's that new concrete flooring they do, and they put this really incredible shine on it, and I think it looks great. It's a lot more work to do than you would think. I've seen some people that have done that, and you think, well, you just put that shiny stuff on there, and off you go. It's a little bit more involved than that. Of course, and we were talking about the commissary and your dad, and the white cheese dip, and the original cheese dip, and the salsa. That has been what kept you guys alive. I know with Corky's barbecue, they sell so much over QVC in ribs and at grocery stores. That's what's kept them going. But for so many restaurants, all they had was a drive up, curbside, and the few folks that could come in. And there's just so many of them that are really hurting out there. But this is something everybody wishes they had. Your dips, and that's the white queso, and then the salsa.
Salsa, and then the original, what kind of just got us all started.
Well, funny story. I was down in Florida last year. We went to the store when you first get there. You check in, get in your room, then you go to the grocery store. And we went there, and I said, it's back there where the Panchos cheese dip would be. And I asked the guy working there, I said, do y'all not have any Panchos cheese dip? He goes, sir, the only Panchos cheese dip I know you can get is in Memphis, Tennessee. I said, you're partially right. You could get it in a lot of areas around Memphis, but I guess it hadn't gotten to Florida yet.
Yeah, I think we're in a few stores down there. I think we're just now starting to get in Publix.
That was the one we were at, was Public, and you hadn't gotten there yet. He said, at the time, he told me, he said, I think we're in talks with them, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, from my understanding, I think we're in 17, 18 states at the moment.
Wow.
Give and take one or two.
Does everybody that comes in buy a couple of to-go dips with them before they leave?
Yes, sir. Everybody, we keep it on stock here.
Yeah.
So we can normally keep it in hand. If someone can't find it at the store, they're more than welcome to stop in here at the restaurant. We have the poncho dressing by the bottles too, which is a big thing for salads, tacos, anything with lettuce or greenery. It goes very good with that. And
well, everybody loves Panchos, and that's why we wanted to come there, to remind everybody how good it is. We're going to leave you, and we're going to go to Memphis and check in with Richard Lloyd, who's the general manager over there. And they're actually going to give us a tour, but also show the food over there. So we didn't want to – it's the same great food at either location. And well, Michael, thank you very much.
For checking in with us at West Memphis, and come by and see us, man.
Panchos in West Memphis, a true Mid-South landmark. Thank you, Michael, very much. And tell your dad hi for me.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you, buddy. You
bet. That's our situation over in West Memphis. We're going to end that Skype call, and we're going to get a hold of Richard Lyons, who's the general manager in Memphis, and see if he's up and available yet. And We'll give you a tour of that. This is the one I've always gone to mostly. There were several at one time. There was a drive-in restaurant on South Perkins, and then there was one at McLean and Union for many years. It's a Starbucks now. And there was one downtown that was there for many years. As it stands now in Memphis, there's in the Memphis area, there is the one that is in West Memphis, where we just were, and then the one that is in Memphis. It's over off Summer Avenue near White Station, and it's kind of set back behind in there, back where the hobby shop used to be. And if you go back far enough, there was a Steak and Ale out on Summer Avenue that I believe now is a Chinese restaurant. And but there's a street that leads you right back there to it. There used to be a barbecue place years ago that was back there next to the pool hall, but I don't think it is there any longer. And that's one thing we're doing, is trying to make sure that these restaurants are here when this is all over, and that we don't have to say, remember that restaurant. Let's turn the Richard again and see if he hears now. Sounds like there's a different ring when they're not on. So I think we got him. Hey, Richard.
Hey, how are you?
We're fine. Are you in position? Can I come to you yet, or you need to move down the row a little bit?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, are you in position, or do we need to hold for a second while you get down toward the front of the restaurant?
I am actually in the front of the restaurant now as we speak.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this. We had a good tour of West Memphis and all the changes they've made over there, and we talked about all the great dips that you guys have. And how long have you been with Panchos?
Well, I've been with Panchos for myself. I've been with Panchos for 3 years now.
And what's it like working there? I know that Michael was telling us it's the only place he ever worked at that they put up stockings for the employees for Christmas time. He said that's never happened before.
Yeah, we absolutely do that. And I've been since I've been here. We've been customer friendly, family friendly, very friendly with our employees. As we have employees with Panchos that have been with Panchos for as long as 43 years.
Wow.
So we've got some long-standing employees that have decided to stay with the company.
That's fabulous, because not just everybody stays. You know, it's as you well know, you're in the business. They come and they go, but you want to hang on to the good ones, because it is they're hard to find, and it's not getting any easier for it. Explain, we're at the very front entrance. What happens when people come in? Because this is the protocol at the West Memphis restaurant as well. You come in and it says you have to wear a mask, and then as you walk up to the hostess stand, you've got a protective splash guard there to make sure nobody is spraying anybody. And then it talks about all the new rules that are going on. And so now in West Memphis, I think they said the capacity was 6. What is it in Memphis now?
Well, it's the same. The new protocols that came out this past Friday, they started yesterday. We cannot seat tables larger than 6, and of those 6, only 4 can be adults. And so we are, it is it's one of those things that make it difficult for us, because Panchos is one of those family-friendly restaurants that, you got a lot of large groups like
Sure.
Panchos. But we'll get past it as we, as a country, get past the coronavirus. And yeah, we do have all our protocols in place with the contact tracing that we do as well.
Hand sanitizer, I can see over to your left there.
We do have hand sanitizer for the guests as well as for our employees all over the place. We have gloves all in every service station, so that the servers are never out on the floor without having their gloves available to them. We have masks in every station, so servers, guests, if they don't have them, we can get the guest mask as well. So we try to make sure that, as it pertains to the protocol, Panchos is complying completely with what's asked of us.
Well, I know they just got through. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right, you see, we have an indoor fountain. That's a popular thing for the kids, and so the kids like to come over to it. We do collect those coins, and those coins go to benefit St. Jude.
Oh, well, great. Great.
So that's the thing when the families allow their children to do that. And likewise, we have stockings up here at this location as well for our employees. And so it's just keeping with the tradition. And so once the guests decide they want a table or a booth, we bring them into the restaurant. We do have an area that's separate from the main dining room. Over here, you'll see is our cantina.
Uh-huh.
It is not a traditional cantina like a true bar, but it is set up in the style of a bar.
Sure.
And we have a fireplace in
Oh,
this cantina.
love the fireplace.
Oh yeah, we get in these colder days, we get a lot of guests like to get.
Well,
get to that.
there's a lucky two that get to sit right in front of it. So whoever they are, you got to get there early for that seat.
Oh yeah. Now we do have a television in the canteen, so for those guests that want to catch up with the SEC or the University of Memphis basketball, football, we can also provide that for them as well.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to make sure that the guests can get a little bit of everything they're looking for when they come in. Now for those families that want to come over to the main dining room over on this side, as you can see, it opens up.
Sure. So you've got plenty of space to space people out, and that's great. And they just remodeled West Memphis, but this store, I was there twice this week, and it looks fabulous. I mean, I love the decor. It's probably the most authentic looking Mexican food restaurant in Memphis. Obviously, the one in West Memphis was even more so, but they didn't really change anything. They just improved on everything. But this store looks fabulous. The floor, the ceilings, the walls, the stained glass.
Yes. And so what we did is we have tables that are closed, and we have signs on them so the guest understands that it's that way because of the protocol. And so that makes it good for us, not having to have a lot of guests looking for tables, and they understand when we ask them to wait, it's not because we don't want to see them,
Sure,
but it's because of the protocol. Now, I'll take you back a little bit, and it'll take you back into one of the things that we have at Panchos that really help the business is the fact that we have a separate to-go area. And so those guests that want to go, they don't have to come inside the restaurant itself. They can come to the left of the main entrance, and they can come right into the to-go area.
and that's the gentleman picking up an order right now.
Absolutely. He is picking up one. And so as you can see, it's like
That's
the
separate door, its own door.
It's a separate door. It has all the protocols on it. We have hand sanitizer in here, and it's a nice, spacious place for guests to be in protocol where they can stand 6 feet apart and still get their food and be able to be okay with the atmosphere. We have a grab-and-go cooler in here as well with the Panchos cheese dip, the Panchos white dip, the Panchos dressing.
Show us that again, Richard, just to go a little slower on that. I want to see all that's in there because that's the salad dressing up there.
It's the Panchos dressing that is a big seller, as you can see.
Yeah, you've addicted people to that stuff. Look, there's hardly any left.
Whenever we fill this box, it only take about an hour and a half, and it will empty out in no time flat.
So they go they got the dip and the dressing at Panchos, and they just descend on the place. And it says that you've spiced up one of the dips too there on the sign.
Chipotle flavored cheese dip. So you can get it here at Panchos. You can get it into the stores that carry it. So yeah, we've done some different things with it to kind of give you a different look-see at it, flavors for it. So it's really nice with the white cheese dip, of course, the original dip, and then the Chipotle dip that we have, and of course the two different hot salsa and the mild. So that gives the guests an opportunity to pick and choose.
Sure.
Or just try a little bit of everything. And like the host stand up front, the young lady in the to-go area, she also is behind a protective plexiglass screen to keep herself safe and into protocol. Now, this kitchen, what's a good thing is this to-go has a separate kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Right, it is separate. So Miss Pat works the kitchen and the host and the cashier, but so they cook for over here.
Take us back there and let's see if she's putting something together.
Okay, Miss Pat back here.
Hey, Miss Pat.
Putting together some
oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's Panchos.
Absolutely. So Pat is preparing this to get ready to send it out to go. And so she's able to do her stuff without affecting the kitchen or the guests in our main dining
Sure.
room, because a lot of tickets are in there. Two different kitchens preparing the food that keeps them up and quick, so the guests can come in and we can get them right back out the door, so they can be on their way. So that's a good thing. That's a plus to have a dining room and a to-go area separate that allows us to do what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And then to the right of us, which is another section, we have another section on this side. The dining room again is it's a big one, and like the West Memphis store, we also have a banquet room that we can seat 80 in.
Wow.
We're not seating that
Obviously,
right now.
yeah, that ain't happening right now. But when you get ready and this thing does wrap up, we'll be able to get in there.
Well, let's take a look at some of this right here.
Oh, and in fact, we just had somebody mention your top shelf margaritas. They said they're fabulous, and they said that, is there a special on the top shelves right now?
Yeah, doing the actual rush hour time, like most restaurants, you can get our margaritas at $4.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we welcome anybody in for that reason. Now, we also, for those that can't get enough of the little one, we have the grande margarita. That's this one in the middle,
Oh, that's the grande. That's the big boy.
the big one.
All right.
That's a 32-ounce margarita.
That's a schooner. It's a schooner is what it is. Well, tell us what are some of the food items. I know what the one on the left is. That's your enchiladas. Am I correct? Over on, that's
And this one is one of the more popular dinner items that's asked for.
go real slow because I really want to look at this. This takes me back so much. I can almost smell it. I mean, if you've ever been to Panchos, you know their food is different from any other Mexican food restaurant in this area, and it's very authentic. I lived in Mexico for 2 years growing up, and just the chili, the Mexican rice, the frijoles, and that just looks fabulous.
The recipes have not changed since they was originally written back in 1956. So we stay true to the brand itself. Now, I will tell you that I'm happy that we at Panchos have not done like other places and got rid of their Mexican pizza.
No,
Our Mexican pizza, as you can see,
that looks fabulous.
it is still on board. And
That-
so it is an absolutely top shelf Mexican pizza, and we sell a lot of it.
I'll bet you do. It looks fabulous.
It keeps our cooks going because literally every table want one of these. So,
Yeah. What's
some of your
what
guests that
what's
come
one of
here,
your
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
what's one of your pizzas go for? How much does that pizza cost?
that pizza is $7.99.
Wow. Heck of a deal. Now what's this? This looks fabulous.
And this is what I did with this plate. I had to cook to create your own. One on our menu, it allows you to kind of create your own. And so this plate would represent that. And so what you have on here is 2 cheese and onion enchiladas and 2 beef enchiladas with rice.
Wow.
And so on that, they can do a la carte. They can create their own, and so they can mix it up to any kind of way they like it by simply looking at the menu on the middle pages, and it kind of gives you an opportunity. You know, if you want a little bit of this or a little bit of that, you can kind of get what you're looking for and taste a little bit of everything. And if there's 2 or 3 people at the table, then that's even better because you all create your own, and you can taste a little bit of all of it.
Yeah, somebody just sent a message. They could eat that for breakfast. So could I. I could eat Mexican food 3 times a day.
That is what it is. So yeah, so now we just redid these menus. These menus are new for Panchos. We've had these now for about 7 or 9 months. And so our to-go menu, which is this one, is very similar to our dinner menu, dine-in menu. So there's no difference. It don't look any different. There was absolutely what we was looking for, so that the guests can get a to-go menu, take it home, and still know exactly what's going on. Because just like the dine-in, it has all this inside of it too, so that they can take a look at what they might want to order online.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there also a menu online where they can look at the food and order from there?
That is absolutely correct. They can do that as well. And just like the original Panchos cheese dip and the dressing, you can order that as well online, and we'll ship it to you anywhere in the United States.
Wow.
And yeah, we will get it to you as big a volume as you like. So,
Well,
if you're going to families in Florida, come by the store or just order it and we'll ship it right down to the store for you.
take care of them. Take care of them on your vacation. But you said that, and check. Always take it with you, because you could get someplace where they don't have it. So you got to have that for emergency dip. And so, well,
So it is,
Richard,
a lot of guests coming here when they headed out on vacation to pick up 5, 6, 7 bottles of the Panchos dressing
wow.
to take to their family members. So yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Well, Richard, thank you very much. You did a great job. You're hired as a photographer too. You did a great job at that, and your phone really looks good. Very great, very colorful pictures, and the food looked fabulous. You want to give out your call-in number if somebody wants to call and request some of the great items you showed us, and
You can reach us here at Panchos at 901-685-5404, and we have a host answering that phone from 11 o'clock to 9 o'clock every day of the week.
So, hey, don't.
I apologize. Let me say that correctly because we adjusted our time based on the protocol. So Sunday through Thursday, we now close at 8 o'clock. And then on Friday and Saturday, we close at 9 o'clock.
All right. Walk over to the wall over there by the windows and just show them some of the articles about the history of the restaurant, because when you go in there and you're waiting for a table, there's a shot of the original restaurant with a tree in the middle of it.
That's absolutely cool. And then the original staff up here when we first opened this location here.
Wow. And
then when they celebrated the 50-year celebration, that's all a part of it right here that goes on. And in the early days in the commissary, as you can see, she was hand rolling.
Oh, yeah.
For you to see. So it was an interesting thing that technology kind of took that hands-on thing a little bit. So there is a lot of articles.
Well, it's a great restaurant, and I'm so glad that the two are still here in the area, and get out and enjoy them. I mean, one of the reasons we did this is one of the biggest things everybody talks about this time of day every day is what are we gonna do for dinner? What's happening? And okay, now it's your turn because your wife, I don't want to eat there. Then you go, I don't want to eat there. And so you say Panchos, and everybody's hand's going to go up. And so,
well, they are welcome to come and join us at Panchos. We look forward to having them. We'll treat them like family, like we've been doing since 1956. And we look forward to continuing this family tradition here at Panchos on into the future.
Well, Richard Lyons, he's the general manager there. I promise you he takes care of business, and if you have a problem with anything, just tell him I need to see Richard, and he'll take care of you. But you won't, because everything's taken care of, and they treat you like gold there. And the food is like gold. I promise you, go try it and check it out. And you won't walk away hungry either. They give you really good portions. So
the portions very big.
Richard, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate you taking the time to show us around.
Well, thank you. Thank you for looking in on it.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and we'll see you again soon, okay?
I look forward to it. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. You too. It's Richard Lyons. He's the general manager over there. Really nice guy. So is Michael Wallace, who's over in West Memphis. But and we'd like to also thank our sponsor, Southern Security Federal Credit Union, for making this all possible. We're going to be going to 1 to 2 restaurants a day just about every day on the show. This week's kind of wacky because of Thanksgiving, but I'm trying to get one lined up for tomorrow and again on Friday. And we're going to show as many restaurants as we can and what they're doing to try to make it through this really tough time for the restaurant industry. But also, if you've got any of your banking needs, credit union is not a bank. It's a credit union. You actually have to join. It's a minimal fee to join. But then you're a member. You're a part owner, and they treat you like that, which is great because, so many banks treat you just like a number. Can I get that bank account number? And but as far as knowing your name or what you're all about, I highly recommend the Southern Security Federal Credit Union, and they can take care of all your banking needs, lending needs, and get you, especially they work with a lot of these restaurants, and that's why they wanted to get involved with this. They've helped people get their first car, their first credit card, get out of debt. So they work with you and say, here's how we're going to help you get out of debt, get you a credit card, and get you on your feet again. And there's a lot of people that are going to be needing that as this crisis continues. But also consult with them now. Don't wait till it's over. Say, what can I do to make sure I don't get into trouble? And that's the kind of thing they do at Federal Credit Union, at Southern Security Federal Credit Union. That is our show for today, and we'll be back tomorrow, and I'll try to have another restaurant for you. And in addition to that, Ken Hall will be in talking about the events that will still be taking place, even with the new guidelines. And we'll have all that for you tomorrow. And if you want to watch the show again, you can go to Earle Farrell for Memphis, where you're watching right now, or even my Facebook page, Earle Farrell. It's linked to that, and click on it again, or share it with somebody, and let them see what Panchos looks like now, which is what was our whole down in the first place. Is you can send say, watch this video and see if you want to go here to eat, because you get to see the food, get to see what the place looks like, what they're doing to make sure everybody's safe. So there you are. Well, that's it for our show. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your evening.